soft tissue as opposed to bone.
That's wonderful news. Hopefully it's nothing too significant, but it's always a great sign to see them walk onto the float by themselves, and well done to the jockey for feeling that straight away and pulling him up immediately as well, which can, soften things from, getting any worse. So that's really, really great news, Ben.
Sure is. Yeah, you fear the worst, didn't you? And you saw him break down like that. So that's really positive news about the favourite there in the Geelong Cup, who did break down early in the race, but some positive news at least. This is a good go now for Moby Dick. He's been really well backed. One of the speed influences out. Late scratching there of I Am War. Barber's been past fit to run. Let's go up to Matt Hill for his call of the 2024 dual choice plate.
Barber about to join them, with also Jungle Jim. Mars Mission comes up, and She Light will be the final one. She Light in single figures at $9.50 with books. Moby Dick with the scratching taken out now, $1.90 on the tote. So the field locked away for the dual choice, an iconic race on Geelong Cup Day, 1,200 metres. And the starter has the field.
Let us know when he's got his gear, guys.
They're ready. Gates cleared. Leads thrown out of the machine.
Righto, guys.
Attendant going in. They're set. And away they go at the 1,200, and Sassy Boom over towards the rails. Beat them out with Kaizad, Mars Mission and Jungle Jim from the deep. Barber isn't too far away, followed by Moby Dick. Slap bang in the middle of the field from She Light, and they were followed by Overactive Manhattan Times and Robrick as last of the group. The leader is Jungle Jim. Sped across to lead 800 metres out by over a length to Mars Mission, followed by Kaizad, Sassy Boom. 2 1/4 Barber, Moby Dick. A length and 3/4 She Light, Overactive Manhattan Times. Robrick is last of all, so Jungle Jim's run it hard. 600 metres to go by a length and a half to Mars Mission, then Sassy Boom and Kaizad. Barber's 5 off the lead, Moby Dick 6 off the lead from She Light, then Overactive Manhattan Times and Robrick as they run the corner. 300 metres to go. It's still Jungle Jim by 2 lengths to Kaizad, Sassy Boom. Then came Barber, Overactive behind them. Moby Dick is getting up along the inside. It's going to need a little bit of luck here. It's hit a dead end. Barber moves up, takes the lead. Overactive's coming through, and Moby Dick late with She Light. It's a big finish. Barber just in front. Barber's won it from either Overactive or Robrick late, then She Light, and then came Moby Dick. It was like an obstacle course over on the far side. Behind those Jungle Jim, Sassy Boom, and then Kaizad, Manhattan Times, and last Mars Mission.
It'll be Barber, who needed all of Nazim Dinwi's horsemanship pre-race, and he's just been able to hang on, in a blanket go in the end. So Ben Mallam, who's been the go-to man for James Cummings' operation this afternoon on Geelong Cup Day, will in all likelihood hold off Robrick to the outside and Overactive back towards the inside. We'll wait for the photo to confirm the placings as well. She Light is the other one that's on the scene. Barber, who, as Ben mentioned, had jumped out since that placing behind Barrakiel and War Machine in a pretty hot benchmark 84 on AFL Grand Final Eve at the Valley, has got the 4th win of his now 14 career starts. He's such a talented 2-year-old. Things didn't quite crystallise for him as he was getting a bit deeper into life as a galloper. We saw him go down to Wigham on Melbourne Cup Day last year. It's been a long time since that win and a Blue Diamond prelude as a star 2-year-old. But he's got himself back in the winners list here in the dual choice. Still developing these photos, so we wait to find out what of that combination of Robrick, She Light and Overactive it will be. And it's confirmed now that Overactive will grab the place. So 4 will beat 15, 6 and 14. They've run 1:10.39. So again, they're about 1.4 seconds outside the track record here at Geelong for the 1,200 metres. Ben, a bit to distill out of Barber's victory in the dual choice.
There is. They've run good time again here. Set up by Jungle Jim, who led at a good speed, and he seems to be racing below his best this preparation. Barber, it had been a while between wins, but 3rd up from a spell today. A little jump out between runs, coming out of what might prove a pretty good form race behind Barrakiel, who we get to see in the McEwen Stakes on Saturday. He's been handled beautifully there to get the victory just in the right part of the track. You can see as Barber's launching his run, look back towards the inside. Moby Dick held up behind the tiring Jungle Jim. Looks to go outside and then has to duck back inside. I don't know if it's cost him the race, though. He did get through and
Might be interesting to see the head on there too. There looked like a little bit of movement from Barber potentially in front of Overactive, and there doesn't be much of a margin. So be interesting to sort of see this. So we see Overactive just in behind. Got Barber fairly holding his line just there. Moby Dick not having much luck back on the inside, searching for runs the whole way, Ben.
Yeah,
so we've got Barber roll out there, and does he end up coming back in? I think that looks pretty straightforward, doesn't it? Really not much to see there.
He was just waiting for a run and finish off really strongly. So he's a horse that I think we want to follow out of this meeting going forward. Overactive. It was a terrific first up run for a horse who won a little bit